Welcome back to American Agenda as more woke governing continues to spread across the country. The latest state to let criminals roam free is occurring in Oregon. Oregon Governor Kate Brown is facing some backlash now after granting cold-blooded killer Kyle Hedquist clemency for a murder he committed back in 1994. Brown argued that Hedquist was only 17 when he struck, and that teenage criminals can, quote, grow and change. And get this, Brown frees him without even telling his 19-year-old victim's family. Now the victim's mother says she fears for her and her son's lives. So why are criminals continuously let loose? And time again, joining us now for more, host of Just Listen to Yourself show, Kira Davis, and former Nevada State GOP chairwoman, Amy Tarkanian. Kira, I'll start with you. What's your thought when you hear this kind of story?
This is just the typical progressive agenda. For some strange reason, these people have attached themselves to the philosophy that no one should ever go to jail for anything, and that somehow letting people just get away with their terrible choices will be the answer to solving terrible choices. We're dealing with this here in California, of course. George Gascon in LA is a Marxist DA who has really made it his mission to be on the side of the criminal. I hate to sound hyperbolic, but I just think there's no other way to look at this besides the fact that they are on the side of the criminal and not the side of the people. And I think we're seeing that philosophy reflected in the polling and the mood of voters lately. This is an absolutely disgusting decision.
Yeah, but Oregon, you know, it tends to be liberal. So does California, as you know. So sometimes there aren't consequences. In response to Governor Brown's decision, Oregon Senate GOP leader Tim Knopp said, as with many others, the facts of this case are outrageous and brutal. The governor continues to let violent criminals out of prison, and Democrats in the majority remain silent. Amy, what are your thoughts?
This is actually, it's perplexing and mind-blowing on why they are allowing such dangerous people out like this. This is not a robbery gone bad. This is not an accident. This was intentional murder. This man actually shot a young woman in the back of her head, and he was 17, as you said. So if he is, you know, brave enough, I guess as you would call it, or bold enough to do that at the age of 17, what do you think an individual may possibly misbehave as 20, 30 years down the road that's been locked up, pent up, and probably extremely angry that he's been there this long? You know, you need to have a program in place so that way we don't have recidivism. We actually need to have programs like Hope for Prisoners that we have here in Nevada. So that way you can have ex-felons come out and become, you know, good, upstanding citizens once again. But somebody like this who has created such a heinous act, I find that to be disgusting, and it is scary. I feel for the family.
Yeah, you know, I feel like there are a couple things that happen in a sentence. Number one is justice. People want to feel like the right thing was done, and when you're laying out, that's the worst of the worst kind of attacks on somebody. You want justice. This person should be put away. This is not somebody we need in our community. And then it's also the message that is sent. And Kira, this is what bothers me about what she did here. Letting him go sends the message that, well, you know, it was a bad day. Justice is completely gone in this situation.
Again, I hate to sound like an alarmist, but everything we've learned over the last 2 years, this is absolutely 100%, without a doubt, part of a Marxist agenda. The idea is to dismantle the system from the inside out. That's what George Gascon is doing in Los Angeles. That's what they're doing in Oregon. All these activists that people, particularly on the West Coast, have elected into office, they were very clear about their intentions. People didn't believe it. People didn't believe it when we said, oh, they're going to defund the police. And oh, lo and behold, they're doing exactly what they said they were going to do. The idea is to create chaos, and then somehow they're going to rebuild this perfect utopia from the chaos. And of course, we know that's not true. And hopefully voters' notions are going to catch up with that soon.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, I lived in Oregon, so I understand the politics there. It's urban versus rural. And rural folks are very conservative, and they will not like this at all. And then you have the urban voters tend to go very liberal. We'll see how that plays itself out.